what is you arguing with the judge going to do? The judge can't redo his scorecard, erase what he did, rewrite KSI as the winner, and then go up there and be like, no, change it. This isn't Steve Harvey with Miss Universe. You can't just switch it. Influencers want to get in the scene? Welcome to Combat Sports. This is just a part of the game. Hold up. I was just about to move on from this whole influencer boxing card. I was just about to get into the big UFC card we got going on this weekend. By the way, stay tuned for the stream this Saturday. I saw a little video that kind of raised my eyebrows a little bit. Y'all need to check this out.
That was the result. You should feel disgraceful. No, it's not. That is a bullshit decision. I'm sorry, that is bullshit. With the minus point? There was only one round in it. What? There was only one round. Yeah, there was one round. So what, you gave him every other round? No. There was only one round in it. Difference is one round. You understand? It was very close. You got a point. You got a point deduction, so that means that it's close. You get the win. I would re-add it. It's why. It was a close decision. It's not like it wasn't a robbery. It's a close decision. But if you get a minus point on a close decision, then what happens? You would think logically the other person would win. One judge had it a draw.
I don't like this at all. KSI is understandable. None of this is KSI's fault, right? He has every right to be upset. Boxing is a very lonely sport. Boxing is a very individual sport. You have no one to blame but yourself. And KSI being the boxer, being the fighter, look, he was told in the corner he was winning the fight, so he's going to think he won the fight. As a fighter, when you're actually in there, you don't know. You don't know what's going on. You feel like maybe you took a punch, or maybe they missed a punch, or you didn't really feel a punch that actually hit you. You don't really know what's going on. You're acting so much on impulse and on instincts. You don't know which rounds you won, which rounds you didn't win. That's why when you go to these corners of these fighters, a lot of them ask the corner, what's going on? Did I win that round? You know, what punch do I got to look out for? Did he hit me? You know, these things are very important. So KSI has every right to be upset. What I don't like are these guys. I don't know who they are, how they're related to KSI, you know, if they're friends, whatever. Nobody should ever berate a judge, ever. I don't care who you are. I mean, maybe if you're KSI, you maybe be like, look, what happened? What was that? But that's it. All of you other guys calling this judge a disgrace, trying to get him to explain himself. Look, man, your guy didn't go out there and he didn't win the fight. At the end of the day, like I said in the video before, there's a saying in fighting, in combat sports that goes, do not leave it in the hands of the judges. It is what it is. It was a close enough fight that they could have gone either way, could have given it a draw. It is what it is. I get it. You know, it might not make sense to you, but the judges scored it how they scored it. What is you arguing with the judge going to do? The judge can't redo his scorecard, erase what he did, rewrite KSI as the winner, and then go up there and be like, no, change it. This isn't Steve Harvey with Miss Universe. You can't just switch it. You can't just change it. You got to respect how the judges scored it. It is what it is. There's nothing, all of you arguing with the judges and saying this and that to him, calling him a disgrace, all this stuff, that isn't going to do anything. That isn't going to fix anything. So what is the point? I get it. You're upset, but the judges scored it how they scored it. At the end of the day, if KSI really wanted to win, he should have been a little bit more active or knock Tommy out. And I'm not saying everyone should blame him, but I'm saying, you know, KSI is the athlete. Let him deal with these emotions on his own. Maybe be there for him to comfort him if he needs it and wants it. But he's the athlete, yo. He's the one at the end of the day that took the loss, not you. So you need to sit that back down in your seat. Be quiet. You can be upset that your man lost, but sit there and be quiet. That just looks absolutely horrible. Your guy loses a close decision and you go and attack the judge. I'm sorry, but this looks terrible for influencer boxing. Influencer boxing already has a shoe out because there's a lot of regular boxers that don't respect it. If you guys have been watching my videos and my streams, you know my two brothers. They're MMA fighters themselves. They do not like influencer boxing. And it's the same for a lot of people who are also in pro sports. They don't really like it. They don't really understand it. I like it for the entertainment. I see it as something different. But, you know, there's a respect code that goes with doing a sport like this. And you as a spectator, you can't go and just attack a judge like this. Maybe a fighter can speak up and say something about it, you know, if he thinks it was BS, because he's the one that's putting his body on the line. But you as a spectator, you need to sit in your seat and you need to stay there, because this is a little bit too much. It looks horrible on the sport of influencer boxing. It really does. It was a very close fight. There was a lot of hugging. There was a lot of hard rounds to score due to all the clinching. So give these guys a freaking break. It wasn't a landslide. KSI didn't go out there and whoop Tommy Fury's ass. It wasn't an obvious winner. You can look at either guy at the end of the fight and you could say, well, maybe this was a draw, but I don't really know. So I just don't see the reason why you berate and attack this judge. And the sad thing is, stuff like this is what's going to make these commissions not want to put these influencer fights back on anymore. Even if KSI would have went out there and obliterated Tommy Fury, and if you would have thought KSI won every single round and it was a robbery, it still doesn't give you the right to do that to the judges. Let the fighter appeal the fight in that case. And if he was wrongfully judged, the judges will be held accountable in the appeal. There's no reason to do this. There's literally no reason. It's not going to change the outcome. It's not going to help you. It only makes things look worse. And unfortunately, influencer boxing already gets a ton of hate. Now you're just giving people even more ammunition to get on them some more. You had a lot of eyes watching this card, man. A lot of people who wouldn't buy influencer boxing. I've heard so many people say they would never pay attention or watch these type of fights. And they even bought this pay-per-view and watched it. And unfortunately, the co-main event and main event didn't live up to the hype. So that alone is going to sway people away. But now you got stuff like this. This is not looking good, man. For the whole sport of influencer boxing, this could easily kill the sport. Something like this is really, really bad. But like I said, you have a right to be upset, but sit there, keep it to yourself. The judges scored it how they scored it. There's nothing you can do to change it. The only thing the fighter can do is appeal and hope that the commission switches it over, which I don't think will happen. But influencers want to get in the scene. Welcome to combat sports. This is just a part of the game. But let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments below. As always, I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me. I'll catch you in the next video.